What's going on YouTube? It's Sice here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a showcase slash first impression breakdown video on the newly released character Marvin the Martian. He just came out today, and Marvin the Martian is a assassin based projectile character. We don't have too many of those characters that are strictly focused on projectiles that are assassins. So he should be an interesting character, so let's get into it. I like to start off with movement. And so far, Marvin's movement is not too bad. He has a pretty good run speed. This right here is not bad. His cancels are, well, his dash chance is not bad either. It's not the best, but it's also not bad either. He has like a certain cancel window to get that going right there. It's kind of weird, but once you get the timing down, it's not too bad. He has pretty good airspeed. It's not the fastest in the air, but it's not slow either. Alright, so let's get into his basic normals. So starting off with his neutral attack. He does this charge gun right there. This can reflect projectiles. Not the uncooldown version, but the fully charged. Even I don't wait, do you have to fully charge it? Yeah, you have to fully charge it to get it to go in the slow-mo version like that. But once it's in that version, you can actually reflect projectiles with that. I'm not sure what type of projectiles you can reflect, but you can definitely reflect them. You can aim this up or down, so you have a lot of control with that. You aim it down, it kind of bounces up. So it's a lot of pretty cool stuff you can do with that if you master this. Next up, we got his jab combo. It's pretty slow, but it definitely combos into a lot of its kit. So, sure, you have a slow jab, but the fact that you can combo into stuff is pretty good. So, that's pretty good. Next up is his up attack. This is pretty good because you can aim it. So, this is a really good anti-air. You can also combo into it. That's really good. It's very fast, no cooldown. So it's gonna be really hard to jump in on this character. So you got that going for him. Next up is his down attack, which is this. It's a very strong. It has a very strong base knockback, it seems. So like, especially at high percents, it definitely should be killing. One thing about this, if you hold it, is it, or is it? Yeah, if you hold it, he damages himself if you don't hit anybody. So you can kind of just have it out, just have a hitbox out there. This seems like it'd probably be good in twos to control the space, but otherwise I don't think it's that good in ones because you don't want to be damaging yourself. That can add up, especially since him being an assassin, he's pretty light for an assassin. He's not the heaviest character, so every damage matters. So we went through that. Let's get into his aerials. So his neutral air is the same thing as his neutral attack. You know, the fact that you can just do it in the air, pretty standard. Next up is his up air. Same thing as his up tilt, well, up attack. Only thing is you cannot aim it unless you have his unique perk. So that's kind of unfortunate, but the fact that you can still aim it with the unique perk is pretty good. So that's pretty good. Next up is down there, and this is really good. It's kind of slow. It's very strong though. Can definitely kill at certain percents. Spikes. And the same thing about his down attack on the ground. You can just hold it, and he'll do the same thing, damage himself, so you can have it out longer. I don't think that's good, but you know, it might have its uses. Okay, so now we're going into his thing. Oh, I didn't talk about his forwarder. His Seer. This is probably one of his best moves. I mean, it's a combo move. You're not gonna really use it for killing, but I feel like this move can set up a lot Very good at like the spacing and stuff. And definitely leads into other most of his other kits. It's not as strong as most other versions, but it's a pretty good hitbox, and it like has like little knockback, so it like allows for like more setup and follow ups. All right, so into his specials. Starting with his neutral special. This move is pretty good because it like for teams at least you can like reverse your teammates' projectiles and like do some crazy stuff with that. And this overall, this is a good solid move for like comboing and damaging. Because the angle it sends is pretty unique, especially at high percent. So you got that going. Next up is his side special on the ground. This is a cooldown move right here, but once you hit it, it like sucks them in, and you can actually combo off of it. So this could probably be a good kill confirm setup because it always sucks them in. So that's really good, and you can aim it too. So like, wait, let me see. So you can like aim it up. If they jump, it'll send them to you, and you can kill them. So that's really good. The only thing is it has a cooldown, so you got to be wary of that. Yeah, he doesn't get any other move after that. So yeah, one-time use. So be careful about how you use that move. Next is his down special. This move is good. On the ground, boom. When you hit somebody or when they're in that area, they get a move lock on, where all your projectiles and your teammates' projectiles lock onto the any enemies that are in here, which is really good. Because when you can do something like, you could do something like this, and it'll just always hit them no matter what. So that's really good. Same thing for the air down special. Pretty much the same thing. Good thing about this is like when it's not on cooldown, you still have a hitbox to throw out. So, and you can cancel it, so it's good for movement too. Same thing for on the ground. Can't cancel it on the ground though, which is kind of weird. But it's not a bad move. All right, so that's all his specials, I believe. Oh, his side special. Oh yeah, that's all his specials on the ground. So now let's talk about his aerial specials. This move is good, side special on in the air. It's good for like comboing. Doesn't like send too far, but you can like do it, and it keeps them close to you. So like you can definitely do some crazy shenanigans with that. Alright, so we got that, and then we got the up special, which is probably one of his best moves. It has a hitbox when it comes out. And then it also has an extra laser hitbox. Well, rocket hitbox when so it'll only shoot the rocket pointing at Marvin. So like that's pretty good. Whoever's in your area definitely was gonna get hit by that. So this is a really good move for teams. And it's not a bad recovery move too, because you get your resources back. So having moves like that is always good. But when it's off cooldown, you get this, which is a pretty good move. Does good knockback, combos. It's not a bad move at all. I think it even kills if you do it right. So one thing about Marvin that's unique is his passive. Is you can actually crouch and move at the same time. This is gonna be good for like low profiling and like manipulating your hurt box. So like let's say if you're like this all the time, you're definitely a smaller target, so you can cancel out, make yourself hard to hit. So that's gonna be really good, especially for ones. And I think that's pretty much everything. I think I talked about, yeah, that's pretty much everything. I think Marvin's gonna be good in ones and twos, because he has actually most of his moves complement each other. He doesn't really have any useless moves, which I like. I like when they make characters that every move is useful. So he got that going for him. I think he's gonna be pretty solid. And And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But for the meantime, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you in the next video. Sice is out.